Swimming in a long time. My first day at the pool, and I had a swimsuit glitch. What's worse is that some idiot posted me on YouBoob. On a job application, I was asked to explain any long absences in my work history. So I wrote alcoholism, depression, anxiety, eating disorders, borderline personality disorder, delusional, and suicidal. Because I was too embarrassed to write mentally ill. Some of you probably remember Farrah Fawcett. She was famous for her hairdo. Well, I overheard my hairdresser tell a client, "I can't make you look like Farrah, but I can make you look like a faucet." The customer was so upset, he got up and left. I was gaga over this one guy, and I called this conniving bitch, Nancy, screaming at her, "You stay away from Claude or I'll scratch your beady little bloody eyes out." Then I'd hang up. After about the third call, I knew. I just knew. I'd been calling the wrong Nancy. I told my friend he could rob the gas station where I worked. When he showed up, I said I changed my mind, but he took the money anyway. What bothers me is that the police did such a lousy job. They asked me what color the gun was, but they never asked me if I knew who did it. A guy I used to hang out with got my name tattooed on his arm. What's weird is that I never was his girlfriend. Then he got mother tattooed on his other arm. And she wasn't his girlfriend either. When I'm depressed, I like to drink a little champagne. It helps me forget I'm an alcoholic. Things go better, cork after cork after cork. I got drunk at a couple of weddings and told the groom I loved him. When I got married, I was sober, so I didn't know what to say. I used to work as a nurse during the day and teach karate in the evening. Unaware they were overlapping, when teaching karate, I substituted patient for person. I said things like, you grab the patient, you punch the patient, you kick the patient, then you take their pulse. I used to work as a nurse in a men's prison because it was the only way to get a stable relationship. Unfortunately, they only lasted 2 years less a day. My first day nursing in a jail, and I get a lecture about the dress code. I didn't know I was dressed like an inmate. I just wanted to fit in. I have extreme sensitivity, so to me, a compliment can seem like a veiled insult. If some woman says, "Hey, I like your dress," I'll think, "What? This is my worst dress. And it makes me look fat." So I'll say, "Thanks, bitch." Often I have difficulty regulating my emotions. So when I'm out of control, I carry on relentlessly until I cause the other person to react. Then I think, wow, are they ever losing it? Which is okay, because I'm calm now. I have night eating syndrome. Sometimes after a binge, I wake up with food all over me. It's very embarrassing, but at least my husband gets breakfast in bed. The other day, my husband said, "Honey, we have company. Where are the cookies?" I said, "Have you checked the bed?" In a desperate attempt to stop my unhealthy eating, I threw the rest of the cake out the window. Then I regretted it. The good news is, I got a lot of exercise running down 10 flights of stairs. The bad news is, I forgot my fork. I feel crowded at night, sleeping with my husband and our 3 cats. I often wake up in the spare room, and I don't remember changing beds. My husband didn't even notice, until we had guests. At least they got breakfast in bed. I met my husband at 7-Eleven. He was a quick pick. The setup we have at home works really well. He does the cooking, and I do the complaining. But my husband's a compulsive shopper. He's constantly bringing home things we don't need, like vegetables. I was extremely anxious driving to my psychiatrist's office, and I accidentally hit 3 parked cars. No matter what I say to my psychiatrist, he always says, "You're fine, you're fine," so I didn't tell him, because one of the cars was his. The next time I did a hit and run, I actually did the right thing, and I stayed at the scene of the accident. Her bumper was stuck to my car. My girlfriend says she's bipolar because she can go, 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 then she crashes. Well, I have borderline disorder, high anxiety, so I crash, 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 then run, run, run.